Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This reading is for the full moon taking place August 11th, 2022. It is a full moon in Aquarius. It's also a super moon as well. And if you're not familiar with my channel, I do full moon and new moon readings every month for everyone. It's just my way of getting like an energetic checkup to see what's happening for us all around these times. Full moon time is a time where we make changes, we release, we let go, we purge of anything that's not working in our life to clean the slate in a sense in order to make room to receive come the new moon. And new moon time is where we attract, we set intentions to receive new things into our life. So for me to do these readings, it's always curious to see what maybe we're releasing or letting go or changing around the full moon time. And then with the new moon time, maybe what we're attracting and or bringing in. This particular full moon lands in the sign of Aquarius. You do not have to have Aquarius anywhere in your chart actually to be able to watch this reading and perhaps have it connect or resonate or apply in some way. So feel free to watch. This is a collective reading for everyone. Keep in mind also that the readings are general. Can't possibly expect them to connect with everybody that watches, although I hope you manage to find a message here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the fortune reading cards for everyone. I use the fortune reading cards as kind of like a way to see what the main energy is and or the theme of the full moon and or new moon when I do these readings. I also sometimes throw in a few other oracle cards as well to kind of get an understanding of what the theme or main energy is. So that's what I'm going to be using to get the reading started. So let's see. Full moon, August 11, 2022. Full moon in Aquarius. What is this full moon energy all about? Let's see. For the collective, please. Full moon in Aquarius, August 11, 2022. Okay, we have one card there. And I also have what I remember, if I remember correctly, is the Mystical Moments Oracle. So we're going to grab one of these as well to see what the main energy theme is of this full moon, August 11, 2022. Full moon in Aquarius for everyone. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have the fire energy. It says, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. It feels like this energy of like being forged in fire, maybe even the phoenix that rises from the ashes, right? And then we have the strength energy. It says, you have courage, you can endure, find your center and spiral into your power. Nice. And whenever I think of fire energy, I do think of personal power. So the fact that the polar bear here is kind of reiterating that energy of the fire, to me, falls in line. And it's interesting that the card is using, because whenever, obviously as a tarot reader, you kind of associate the strength card with a lion, right? You don't necessarily always think of it as a bear, but the sentiment is the same. So we have courage as the theme of this card, courage and strength, like the strength card, right? So that does apply, and that is also a fire energy. When you think of the strength card in the tarot, that is fire. So I think it's connected somehow. To me, considering that it is Leo season still, right? It makes sense that we get the strength card, even though it's not showing or depicted as the lion in the tarot, and we get a fire card. I like it. So let's see what else we can find out about this. So far, just energetically, what this is feeling like is that you're going through a transformation of some sort, right? Because you're going from one phase of energy into another. You are shifting frequencies in some way. There's an alchemy. I'm getting the vibe of like alchemy taking place. Think of smelting, right? Or how you take an iron ore, you melt it down and you create something else with it. Like a blacksmith would melt down metal to create a sword. That's the feeling these cards are giving me. And that's what's taking place here. There is a transformation of sorts taking place. The metal is still metal. It just is changing form. It's becoming something else. So the vibe that this is giving me is, what's funny is I just grabbed the tarot deck and I put it back down because I'm like, let me reiterate on this or get more in depth about it because it seems important. So what this is giving me is that you are still you, right? But you're changing, you're shifting into another version of you. Like water takes on many forms. It could take on the form of a gas. It could take on the form of a solid. It could take on the form of a liquid. Metal can pretty much do the same thing it changes form, right? You can melt it and you can solidify it again and create something with it. So this is feeling to me like this full moon is shifting you, transforming you, changing you into something else. You're being alchemized into someone else. It's still you. The essence of you is still there, but you're becoming different. And that's why the card I feel is also saying, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. There is a renewal rebirth process taking place here. You're becoming something new with this full moon. But in order to become that something new, something's being released, something's being let go, the old form or energetic form of you. I know that's a little different. Yeah, energetic form of you is shifting and changing. But the energy and the essence of the energy is still the same. It's the form and the bottle and or the container that it comes in. It's different. So again, forged in fire. Like the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Like Excalibur, right? Started off as melted metal, then got formed into the most sharpest blade and sword. So I think it's very empowering to know that this full moon, on the other side of it, you are going to be made stronger. Like Excalibur, like the phoenix, risen from the ash. The strength card is telling us you have courage, you can endure, find your center and spiral into your power. Or the feeling here is spiral into the most strongest version, most refined version of you, like refining metal, like a diamond shaped from the rough. There's a faceting process, a refining process that takes place in all that. This is what's happening with this full moon. There's an energetic shift taking place in all that process. I'm getting vibes of like quantum leaping into your highest timeline as well. And I'm feeling led to share this. This is like super personal to me because I've experienced it in the middle of July, and actually I experienced it on Lionsgate. But you might see or feel the shift itself. You might experience it. Where the only way that I could really describe how it happened to me was, it was like watching an old 80s console TV, okay? I know I'm showing my age here, but I don't know how else to describe it. But when you have the white and black that comes up on the TV, back in the day, you know, you have the 80s console TV, old school TVs, and you didn't have like internet cable the way we do now. We had to kind of find the channels with the antennas. And your grandma or your grandpa would be like, hey, try to clear the channel because it's fuzzy. So you'd get the picture come in and out, and in between the in and out, you would get the white and black fuzz on the TV screen. So, you know, we didn't have any way to fix it other than to stand there and like with the antenna and try to like find the right spot to get the picture back on the screen. Me personally, I've experienced glitches, physically glitches in the matrix, right? And or shifts in the timeline like that. where I can feel that weird, fuzzy in between physical and spiritual, where it almost feels like for a moment I'm going to pop out my body. It feels a little bit like vertigo, but I know vertigo because I've had that, and it's not quite. It's not exactly that. It's completely different. It's that black and white fuzz where you're like, something's changed. Something just freaking physically shifted, metaphysically shifted, and I felt it, I saw it, I witnessed it with my own two eyes. I got the black and white kind of like fuzzy glitch in and out through my own eyes. And that's just something that I've experienced personally. I don't know if anybody can relate to it. If you can, please let me know in the comment section, because it scared me the first time it happened, because I was connecting with my higher self while I was driving. And it was a very strong sensation, and I literally felt the need to pull over, but I didn't have anywhere to pull over because I live very rurally. And as I was driving, there's really nowhere to pull over. There's no shoulder, there's none of that on the side of the road. So I had to kind of like take a deep breath and bring myself back in a way. The other time I was just sitting on the porch replying to an email, and it happened. I wasn't connecting at all, but I witnessed the black and white kind of like, I'm using that as an analogy, but that's not what it looked like through my own eyes. It was literally the distortion in that moment of my experience, my physical world around me. So this is just a symptom, I'm saying, like, of things shifting. You might experience it with your own eyes. You might feel it, sense it somehow, some way with this full moon. And what's happening is there is a literal quantum shift taking place in your life that's placing you on the path to your highest timeline. You're vibrating different as well, is the feeling here. And that's probably why that's happening. So my higher self advised me that if that happens, okay, again, to me, right, for me to take a deep breath. To try to, like, not have myself be in that floaty place, kind of bring myself back. So if it happens to you, that's the advice. Take a deep breath so you can not leave. Do you know what I'm saying? So you don't, like, you don't want to float out or like pop out of your body at the wrong moment, if you know what I mean. Because that's what it felt like. It felt like I wasn't in my body for like a split second. I was in between both physical and spirit world, and I was floating somewhere in the in-between, and in that in-between space, it felt like I was glitching out of the matrix. Okay, about to glitch out of the matrix. And also another thing, the reason why I'm calling it a glitch in the matrix is because directly after that happened the first time, and I know I'm sharing a lot and not getting into the reading, but in case it can help somebody, the reason why I'm calling it that is because directly after that happened, I sat with myself for a minute, and something told me to go look up that scene where Keanu Reeves in the movie The Matrix sees the cat. And Trinity ends up saying to him, "You saw a cat?" Yeah, it's deja vu or whatever, right? And she says, that's a glitch in the matrix. That means something has changed. When I went to go look up that scene, because I watched that movie a million times, right? And I was led to like go look it up again. That specifically, that scene. When she said, that means something's changed, struck a chord with me right away. That's how I confirmed that something shifted in that moment, because that literally felt like a glitch, and it wasn't a deja vu, and it was not a future forward glimpse either. It was something else entirely different, because I've experienced deja vu, and I've also experienced foresight of things before they happen. Whatever that was that I experienced was not that. So anyway, in case you experience this, I'm trying to help in this sense. So let me know if you have, please, because sometimes you feel a little crazy in the world that we live in when you're kind of experiencing things by yourself. It also sometimes helps to know that other people have similar experiences and you're not alone. So let's see what else this full moon wants to share. So let's see. Full moon, August 11, 2022. We know that you're shifting, transforming, alchemizing into something new. Your energy is shifting. You could definitely be jumping timelines into your best timeline, okay? And going through a refining process, okay, to arrive you into this period of newness and renewal. What do we have here? Whoa. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, holy cow, Queen of Athames. Wait a minute here. I know I shuffled this deck. And this is new, by the way. 10 of Chalices and 9 of Chalices. That is wild. This is a new deck, and I spent a while shuffling everything here. This is pretty crazy. So we have all 3 queens, or we're missing the 4th queen, right? That would be the Queen of Cups. Nonetheless, we have 3 queens on the table, so I feel like obviously this is reiterating something. And we have progression here with the 9 of Chalices, okay, and the 10 of Chalices, which is Cups in this deck. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Again, we're still in Leo season. So the feeling of this is, okay, since there's so much emphasis on these queens, the first word I'm getting is stability. There's some sort of stable, solid ground here. I love how the Queen of Pentacles is in the middle, because to me, it's confirming the security, the comfort, and the well-being of you physically as well. So not only do you have creative inspiration with the wands, but you have such stable ground going into this full moon energy, which we all want to feel safe in, especially when we're experiencing a shift or change. So again, that's why I'm kind of like focusing on the queen here in the middle, because she's solidifying the shift, it feels like, that's taking place to help you arrive at your highest timeline, right? We have 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. There's creative inspiration, motivation, ambition, and drive with the Queen of Wands. She's super highly creative. She's also very much in tune to her intuition in order to follow inspired action that she receives. So this is telling me with this full moon, you are about to receive an inspired action from spirit. You're going to receive with the Queen of Swords as well, Athames. You're going to experience some kind of clarity, epiphany moment, download, some kind of information that comes through to help you take action in the direction of your highest timeline. Queen of Swords is super smart, intelligent, knowledgeable, resilient as all heck. So it does fall in line also with the strength energy of endurance and courage. She's the backbone of Steel Queen. She's been through it, done that. She's gone through a lot of things, and she always seems to survive whatever it is that's thrown at her. So to me, it falls very much in line with the courage or the strength energy of the polar bear card. She is the one that's forged in fire. Speaking of having a backbone of steel, speaking of this sword, right? The sword in the stone. Speaking of Excalibur, like I did earlier, here she is holding it. She's holding it. She's holding the sword that I was talking about earlier in the reading. But the sword represents truth, clarity, insight. And nothing gets past that. So expect that this full moon is going to bring you some major insights, understanding in order to take inspired action with the Queen of Wands to solidify you and take physical steps, tangible steps in the direction of your highest timeline. Queen of Pentacles, she is an energy of earth. So it's making things tangible in your world. That's what earth energy is. To me, it's like drawing it down from spirit and making it real in your physical world. The visionary energy of the sword, right? It's all in the mind. So the queen here has the vision The vision is connected to spirit. That's why we have a bird in the car hanging out in the window. That's the connection to spirit. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? The bird is also there, having the connection to spirit, but drawing it down into the physical world to make it material. Because everything in the world that we wish to create and or manifest in our physical experience begins in the spirit world first. It's visionary energy. We have to go into that imagination in our mind. We have to mold it and shape it there. Then take inspired action with the Queen of Wands. Right? She also has the little birdie. So again, it's the connection to spirit, as intuitive queens will be, right? It's you connected to your intuition, in co-creation with spirit, to draw these things down into your physical world and make them real, make them tangible. That's what's happening here. The feeling is here. The Queen of Cups is missing, right? But the feeling here is that you've already mastered that part. You're already feeling it in your heart. You already felt it in your heart. Whatever it is that you are shifting into, you've already felt that in your heart first. The feeling is you already became that in your heart. You already have that in your heart. And I think that's why she didn't show up. So you already did that part. You already went into your heart. You already stayed in your heart. You already claimed it in your heart. So she didn't need to show up on the table. So now that you've already claimed it in your heart, the next step is, right? This is feeling like a manifestation. I'm just going to throw it out there. Your highest timeline is connected to a manifestation or some intention that you have set for yourself in some way. So you already conquered that and manifestation or intention in your heart already. You already claimed it. You've already become it in your heart. That's already done. Now, it's the rest of the elements that you have to go through in order to arrive at it, right? Now it's solidifying it in your mind's eye. Maybe you've already done that, right? Solidifying it in your mind's eye with the Queen of Swords, receiving information from spirit. That's what this full moon's bringing you. It's solidifying it in your mind's eye because you already felt it in your heart. Now it's delivering information and clarity to you. Download, synchronicity, right? It's delivering information to you so you could take the inspired movement and action with the Queen. Divine spark gets lit and you got to act on it. And then take physical steps with the Queen of Pentacles in the direction of your Nine of Cups, your Ten of Cups, which is your happiness, your fulfillment, your wish fulfillment, mind you, with the Nine of Cups, your satisfaction, your happiness, your joy, your highest timeline, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Like, to me, those are cards of like having it all, right? This is about wishes come true on an individual level, maybe for some of you with someone else. But this is happening now. This is the full moon that puts you on the path to your wishes and your dreams come true. You're moving into a timeline where this is your happiness. This is your time to receive those things that make you happy and fulfill you. And forgive me 1 second. I'm just going to try to adjust the lighting. Not that that's any better because there's a high gloss on the cards. But what this is saying, you're moving into that timeline where things are working out for you. And then not only that, you're solid. So trust that whatever it is that you're letting go is really like in the past with this fire energy here. Let go of emotional upheaval, embrace the renewal of the present. Yes, you are being renewed, restored, risen from the ashes. Okay? That is all being put behind you now so you can move into your highest timeline. Like, trust that the past is really burned and gone and over with. Think of like a ceremony or ritual, like where you write something down on paper that you want to release and you burn it, right? Or you take something physical, maybe an item, an object, and you throw it in the fire because, again, it symbolizes that that's over, that's done with. That's the feeling here, which then opens you up to receive. Because that's no longer held over you. It's closed out. You cut the cord. You release that, whatever it is, which frees you up to be a channel to receive what's meant for you. You are moving into this energy here. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. This could be a wish, an intention, a manifestation, fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness, joy. 10 of Cups. Love, marriage, happy home, fulfillment in whatever, wherever you are in whatever you're doing. This could be partnership with someone romantically, but it could also be having it all with someone else, project goal-wise, maybe business-wise. You see what I'm saying? There's so many ways that you can come together with somebody else in a union that forges happiness in a way where everybody's satisfied. This also can speak of family. So the feeling here also is resolutions, things coming full circle, and things getting resolved in a happy, satisfying way with this full moon energy, because the past is fully behind you. So it feels like you went deep in your heart. You conquered that part, and now it's time to get the clarity, to get the answers from spirit, time to get the divine inspired action, time to make those moves and take physical steps in the direction of what's yours. This is about you claiming your blessings now with this full moon, moving in the direction of them because they belong to you. So again, the whole feeling that I got and felt led to share about the shift in the timeline was because this is what you're shifting into. You're shifting into this highest timeline. And for some of you, yeah, you might actually get physical symptoms of it. You might experience it in a very freaky, weird way. I mean, I hope that it doesn't happen to you like it did to me in the middle of something very inconvenient, like driving. You know what I mean? That's not cool. I hope that if you experience something like that, you're safe and you don't ever have to like worry about anything, okay? But you might have those symptoms of a level up. But the reason why you're experiencing maybe ascension symptoms like that is because this is what you're headed into. And that former version of you does not apply anymore to where you're headed next. It just doesn't. It's like you're something else. You're someone else. You're more now, it feels like, in alignment with your highest timeline than you've ever been before. And sometimes it takes work to... And I would say even persistence, right? In becoming a vibrational match. It takes diligence to become a vibrational match with the thing that you wish to become or attract into your life. This is telling me you've already done that because, again, you went into your heart. You went into your heart. That was the first step. Now Spirit's like, okay. The universe is like, I got it. I got you because you did that part. That was the hardest part. To stay in faith. Go into your heart. Claim it. Believe it. Become it. Assume it. Because the universe, to me, is like attraction, right? The law of attraction cannot work unless you assume the thing that you wish to attract. Unless you become and believe that you are the thing that you wish to attract. That you're a vibrational match to that. Yes, it does take work to get to that point where you have physically, vibrationally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally assumed that and believe it with all your heart. And that's why I said I'm kind of glad the Queen of Cups ain't here, because that just tells me you did that part. You mastered that. And you should super be proud of yourself right now. Be proud of you for that. Because you became an emotional vibrational match, because everything starts in, like, you gotta feel that. You have to feel it as if you've already done it. So I want to congratulate you on that part, because that honestly is sometimes the hardest part. So you got to that point where you did it, and now everything else is about to fall into place to help you arrive at it. So I want to say to you, are you ready? Because the journey is about to begin. And Spirit is saying with the Strength card, you have the courage and the endurance to see it through and to arrive at it. Why? Because you've been forged through the experiences on your journey. You've been there, you've gone through it, you've endured, you have the badge of honor, you have the probably the scars to right to prove it, that you've been there, done that, been through hell and back a few times probably. But that's the forging in fire, right? It's all character building. It's all preparing us for a greater journey, oftentimes. You're ready. You've earned your armor. You've earned your stripes. You're ready for this. Next stage of the chapter, next stage of the game, next stage of the journey. But look at what it's leading you to. It's leading you to your 9 and your 10 of Cups. I mean, can it get any better than that? So you have what you are fully equipped now, basically, to arrive at this. The Strength card is here to confirm that. Yeah. All right. I have a few cards here. By the way, did I mention this is the Green Witch Tarot? So this was recently donated to the channel. So thank you, Cacao, for this beautiful deck. I'm still getting to know it. Takes a little bit of time for me to kind of like familiarize myself with decks before I use them on the channel or in the readings. But I'm liking this one a lot so far. What? Okay. So we have the Permanence card, which basically is saying to you that you're rewriting your story. You are rewriting your story as we speak. You've changed the storyline. Somewhere you've changed something. It says permanence. You know, they say things are written in stone or written in ink or whatever. Not with a quill and ink, though. Or like, nothing's permanent. It's like, it's not really permanent, because you can change your storyline at any time. You can change your narrative, your inner dialogue at any time. Nothing's written in stone in this way. Because even if you write in ink, you can still cross it out and change what you want to say. I do it all the time. What's funny is I don't always like to write in pencil with eraser. I prefer pen and ink, you know. This is telling me you've rewritten your storyline. You've shifted something in the story. You could be writing, you could have kept a journal of intentions or manifestations, or you've maybe done scripting, okay, as part of your attracting, your law of attraction, or your manifestation work. That's what this is telling me. You've changed something in the storyline as far as where you're headed. And because you shifted something, you changed something, you scripted something in your own mind, body, heart, and spirit that's different. That's why you're moving in this direction. I want one more at least. Okay, so we have growth and we have ceremony. This is beautiful. Yeah, you've leveled up. That's this card here. And these cards aren't read reversed or anything like that, by the way. We have the ceremony card, which speaks of alignment, and it also speaks of union. Okay, 10 of Cups, possibly, sure. Maybe in this highest timeline for some of you, with this full moon, you're going from single to married, or finding your soulmate, or finding your perfect match. You could also, right, in this newest timeline, be uniting with your greatest wish fulfillment. And the reason for that is because you've come into alignment with your inner self. Again, the alchemy, the inner alchemy. You've alchemized the shadow, moved into light. You've balanced those things, right? We have yin-yang energy here in the card. You've brought yourself into alignment. You've balanced your light and shadow. You've done the work. You've leveled up. You've grown spiritually. And now you're about to unite with that person, place, or thing. Okay? Because the past with this full moon is really behind you now. There are no remnants left. There is no residual. That's gone. You probably don't even feel like the same person. Okay? And now that that's gone and you're in alignment, you're moving in the direction of your wish fulfillment. Whatever person, place, or thing that may be. Whatever manifestation or scripting that you've been doing, right? And healing work that you've been doing to help place yourself in a vibration of alignment, and also to be a vibrational match to the thing that you're looking to attract, which we already see that you're on your way here, are there. So expect, right, that now that you conquered the part of going in your heart and feeling it as if, and becoming that, and owning that, and claiming that feeling and vibration, expect Spirit to deliver news, information, synchronicity, download signs, inspired action to take physical steps in the direction of going and getting it. Trust that you're safe as you shift into this new timeline. As you take the steps necessary to help you arrive at it, you are safe. Again, the stability I was feeling from the Queen of Pentacles, who's an energy that's very deeply rooted. No matter what fluctuations of the weather are happening around it, think of her as a tree. You're the tree. You're deeply rooted. No matter whether it's, ice, snow, storms, whatever, strong winds, it doesn't matter. You can sway, you bend so you don't break. You're safe, secure. The storyline's been shifted in a positive direction for you now. And you're ready. You're equipped to move forward. So let's see. Sacred Destiny Oracle. And then I'm going to roll the dice for angel numbers as well to get additional messages for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh. Talk about confirmation. Oh my gosh. So we have security. Remember, I was saying that you're safe, right? You're safe. Blessings. Your blessings are incoming. That would be your 9. Your 9 and your 10 of Cups. Those are your blessings that are incoming. And this is basically saying to be flexible. Flexible as you shift from the old into the new, as you take the journey now in the direction of your highest timeline, to be flexible. Okay, let's see how long because what I was going to do is read from the book, right? So let's see how long the descriptions are for each one and see if I can, I guess, get through it. I'm going to start with the security. Could find it first. I know this is a long reading, but again, I wasn't expecting all these cards to fly out either. So again, I'm just trying to roll with what Spirit wants to deliver here. And what I was saying was, as I searched for this, I am going to roll the dice still for angel numbers to either confirm, because the angel numbers, when I roll them, you look them up, you Google them, you research. The angel numbers can confirm things I've said in this reading, because that happens a lot with my readings, and or provide you with any additional messages that perhaps you need personally. But anyhow, let's see. In ancient times, our forebears, because it says firelit, sorry. Look at that, firelit cave. Wait a minute here. Oh yeah, look at that. Hold on. Talk about confirmation. Look, fire. Holy cow. All right. Firelit cave, security. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred, evidenced by cave drawings and altars that had been built along the ledges. Symbolically, caves often represent a secret pathway to the underworld. Whoa. So, a portal, right? This is also feeling like the vibe of being between worlds, like I mentioned, that I experienced personally, but let's see. The divine womb of Mother Earth, yes, and we do have Queen of Pentacles on the table, mind you, and the Sacred Heart. Didn't I mention you went into your heart? You went into your heart? Yeah. Holy cow. Okay. So this is like spirit world, right? Mother Earth, the solidity and security that Mother Earth gives us in our heart space. But anyway, also caves can be energy portals for shamans or other spiritual explorers. Yeah, those of you who walk between worlds, okay? And I know a lot of us do. So again, the feeling that I had earlier was that you're drawing down from the spirit world that which you've created there, and you're about to solidify it and secure it and make it real in your tangible world. So anyway, let's see what it says. The sacred landscape wants you to know you are safe and protected. Okay, total confirmation of what I said with the Queen of Pentacles. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are safe in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. I love it. You can relax and let go. You can let go of the upheaval. Let go of upheaval. You can relax and let go. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go. If you have been hyper-vigilant lately, take a break. Relax. Know that all is well. You can turn it all over to the Creator. Yeah. If you're worried about the way life is moving you, shaking you, taking you, okay, don't stress it. Let it all go. Surrender that to Spirit, because Spirit knows what it's doing on your behalf to help you arrive at your blessings and your highest timeline. Okay, let's keep going, because I got two other ones to get to, and I still have your I still have your angel numbers. All right, so blessings card, Holy Spring. Okay, let's look at it. Beautiful canary on the card, a waterfall. Looks like dogwood or cherry blossoms, but let's see. In many ancient cultures, it was believed that there were some springs that were holy. Gods and goddesses were thought to reside in or near these special places, and they were revered. Greek mythology is replete with stories of these special places. Many of the Christian hallowed water sources, such as the Chalice Well, were used for sacred purpose long before Christianity rose to prominence. These kinds of springs were thought to be healing waters where blessings were bestowed by mystical beings. The sacred landscape wants you to know immense blessings are emerging into your life from those in spirit. What? Yes. Angel guides and spirit guardians are watching over you. Doesn't that kind of reiterate what was said here in this card too? If you need to rewind and go back to double check for yourself, go ahead. I recommend it, because I'm pretty sure it said that. Yeah, look at that. Angelic intervention is available to you. Be open to the voice of the divine. Remember I said you were going to get some information with the Queen of Swords, a download, some kind of clarity, understanding from spirit, knowledge, something you needed, some kind of news, right? It says be open to the voice of the divine. Messages are all around you. There you go. Sign, synchronicity, downloads. Like I said with the Queen of Swords. You are protected. You are safe. Have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present. For feathers, right? Because I find them all the time too. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. animal messages or medicine that pops your way, maybe a bird, a certain animal that crosses your path, keep that in mind. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life. What does it say here? And embrace the renewal of the present. Doesn't that make sense? Falls in line with the blessing card because water is healing, water is cleansing, water does represent renewal. Absolutely. Let's keep it moving. This, yeah, your blessings are, immense blessings are emerging into your life. That would be the 9 and the 10 of Cups. Okay? And I know I made a mess of all the cards here. But anyhow, let's keep it moving. We're moving on to flexibility now. Holy cow. I love this. I love it. Congratulations. I'm telling you right now, congratulations. Welcome in your blessings. Sorry, I feel like I'm losing. Every time I find the page, I lose it again. So I got to go back. Hold on a second. There we go. All right, so it says flexibility, okay, and then it says bamboo in wind. The symbolism of bamboo runs deep. Like I said, deeply rooted, right? Like the Queen of Pentacles. Whereas many larger, seemingly stronger trees will break in high winds. Okay, didn't I say you got to be deeply rooted like the Queen of Pentacles, like a tree, flexible so you bend and not break? I said that. I said that. And this is why, like, even my own readings freak me out sometimes because I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. Like, seriously. Okay, it says, wow. Whereas many larger, seemingly stronger trees will break in high winds, bamboo simply bends and sways. Oh my gosh. It's flexible, allows it to survive and even thrive while other species suffer. Even during a hard winter, when its branches are laden with snow, bamboo doesn't break. It snaps back with when the snow melts in the spring. Yeah, and I've witnessed that because I have it in my backyard. It says it also has a strong root system. Look at that. I said deeply rooted. So that even during great storms, it survives. Additionally, it's often a symbol of abundance. Lucky bamboo, right? Oh, what? Yeah, your blessings. Your blessings. Because, yeah, additionally, it's often a symbol of abundance because of its rapid growth. Wait, rapid growth. Okay. What more do you want? What more do you need? What more confirmation do you need? Like, seriously. This is beautiful. Its upward, verdant, constant growth is used as a metaphor for the fulfilling rise of prosperity. Your blessings. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. It says, the sacred landscape wants you to know the meaning of this card is rich and varied. It causes you to be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation or flow, right? Rather than face it head on. This card suggests being amenable to change. And I was getting the vibe that things are shifting and changing in the beginning of the reading. Things are shifting and changing. You're changing and morphing and shifting into your highest timeline. So you got to be flexible during this time, right? Because things are going to start feeling different, looking different, you know, and instead of getting worried or freaked out because you don't know what the hell's going on, just flow, right? Instead. It says this card suggests being amenable to change. It is also a fantastic card for abundance and prosperity, and it suggests that if you are flexible, prosperity can and will come your way in all areas. Yeah, because we're meant to be prosperous in all areas of life, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Okay. Additionally, it suggests that a time of rapid growth is ahead. Again, going back to the growth card. Right? Don't resist it. The time is right for this surge of spiritual growth to occur. And look, on the other page is flow. I just said, like, to be in flow, and I didn't even notice that was there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. This is pretty awesome. This is beautiful. Congratulations. I just want to congratulate you on your leveling up, on the movement that's taking place to guide you in the direction of your blessings. The shifts and changes and morphing that you might be experiencing right now, that's what it's all leading you to. So just allow yourself to be flexible during this time, because it's helping arrive you at your highest timeline. Okay, that is the message here for all of you. Very long reading, I know, but to me it was well worth it. And let's see what numbers come up, okay? Again, if you're not familiar with my readings, I roll the dice for angel numbers. Go ahead and Google the numbers when they come up. Find a source you trust. I don't like to recommend a source because one, it could be one you don't like. I don't ever want to apply that one source is better over another. So find one that connects and resonates for you. You have personal discernment. I'm sure you'll figure out which one, you know, kind of gives you what you need, right? And also, it could rob you of the experience of doing the research for yourself, because oftentimes when we take the journey to research the numbers, we come across other synchronicity and serendipity we need to find along the way. And if I gave you a shortcut and or gave you the number interpretation off the bat, I might rob you that experience. Don't want that to happen. That's why I don't do it. Likewise, I always remind everybody to refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We don't ever want to rob anybody of finding their own magic this way. All right, so let's see what numbers come up for you. Now, I have dice that were recently donated to me as well. Thank you, Roberta, for these dice. I've been playing around to see what works the best. So I have 3 that I'm going to play with here, and I'm going to roll them one at a time. All right. All right. So we have a 10, a 7, and a 4. So go look up the angel number 1074. Okay. Hold on here. There you go. 10, 7, and 4. Okay, go ahead and look up that number. See what it brings to you for this message. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. And if you want to take it a step further to support what I do, please visit me on Etsy. Link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. I have a lot of cool things there that I make by hand on my free time, including crystal jewelry. I even have tektite crystals if you're into that, like moldavite and Libyan desert glass. Right now, I'm working on getting more moldavite out into the shop. I have to take pictures of it all and all that stuff. So I would say this week I'll have a little bit more of that in the shop, including Libyan desert glass. Just take some time to create the listings. All right. So much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care. Happy full moon, and always keep shining.